Okay, what you see on your screens right now is the Junior M, which is a copy router with a rotary table, and this has a template over here. The tool or the router is mounted here, but it's got a huge table, so you can mill longer profiles. And if you have milling work or drilling work at different portions of the profile, you need not uh, change the profile position. Once you have set it up, this head can move from this point up to this point, and whatever work is required will be done. Let's have a look at the video. What you see here is not really the Tiger, not really the Junior M, but the Junior CNC. The Junior M is a copy router, whereas the Junior CNC, the X, Y, and Z movement is all numerically controlled through a computer. In the Junior M, you have all three axis movements done manually. In this, all the three axis movements are computerized and numerically controlled. There you see the Junior working on a PVC profile. It has finished working here. Now it's got a turning table just like that of a Tiger. It turns the table by 90 degrees and does whatever work is required on the other surface. The difference between Junior M, Junior SA and Junior CNC as compared to a Tiger is the length of the table. That is, the total working area, work envelope for Junior is much larger than that of Tiger. And the second difference is in Tiger, the table turns from 0 to 90 degrees only. And here the table turns from 0 to 90 and up to 180 degrees. So you can approach the job from three different mutually perpendicular planes. There you see the Junior working at two different ends of the profile, and this is a pretty long profile. So any other machine smaller than this, you would have had to work at one end and then untie the profile or unclamp the profile, move the profile to the other end. Now this tool's work is finished and another tool is required. So the tool change has been done manually. Let's have a look at the technical specifications. The Junior M working capacity is 2500 millimeters by 250 by 210 with a router bit of length 40 millimeters. The weight is 6990. Remember, the Junior M is a complete copy router only. There is no CNC control in the Junior M. Standard equipment is 4 pneumatic clamps. You have different motor speeds from 0 to 12,000 RPM. Spray mesh lubrication. 2 pneumatic copper pins with double diameters 5 mm and 8 mm. 1 router bit 8 mm diameter. 2 standard templates: profile end stop, air filter, air gun, and service spanners. Optionally, you can have a 2.2 kilowatt motor and as many virgin templates as you would like. The Junior SA, the only difference here is that the Junior M, all the three axes are manually controlled. In Junior SA, the vertical axis is hydropneumatic and the X, that is longitudinal, and Y, that is cross, is controlled by CNC controller here. The controller on the CNC or the Junior SA is power 1000. The working envelope is 2500 by 250 by 210. It weighs 690 kilos. The table turns in all the models of the all the variants of the Junior from 0 to 90 to 180, or minus 90, 0 and 90 degrees. By and large, the standard equipment is the same. If you want an additional profile end stop, it's an optional extra. Brushless motors is optional extra. Quick release electro spindle is an optional extra, and 2.2 kilowatt motor is again an optional extra. Let's take a look at the Junior CNC. That's the Junior CNC. Here, all the three axes, the X, the Z and the Y, they are all controlled by CNC method. With a router bit of 40 millimeter length at 0 degree of the table, that is when the table is absolutely flat, 2600 by 2600 by 180 by 140 millimeters. When the table tilts to 90 degrees, the working capacity is 2600 by 180 by 90, and when it turns the other way around to 90 degrees, the working capacity is 2600 by 180 by 90. The working tolerance is plus or minus 0.2 millimeters. It's got a 1.5 kilowatt motor. It weighs 690 kilos. Apart from the standard pneumatic clamps, safety mat. A safety mat is a mat. If you step on that, the machine will switch off automatically, so that nobody can come near the machine when the machine is working. It's for the safety of the operator. USB flash drive. This is like a pen drive. You can program or store programs in it and come and download programs in the controller of the Junior CNC. Spray mesh lubrication. You have router bit 8 millimeter, profile end stop on the left, air filter, air gun, service spanners. What you saw on the video is a completely enclosed machine, but you can also have a safety perimeter fence, which is not a completely enclosed version, but that's just a fence all around the machine so that people cannot come near the machine when the machine is working. If you want, you can have the rotary axis on the table controlled by servo motors, which means intermediate angles. If you need to work from any angle apart from minus 90, 0 and plus 90, you need not go to the machine and set the mechanical end stop. Just use the power 1000 programmer, and this will enable the table to tilt only to the angle that you design. Quick release spindle with cone type ISO brushless motors. 2 kilowatt motor is optional, and additional profile end stop. The end stop of the profile is actually the reference plate from which the machine understands the 0 point of the profile.